What is going on? I'm zmoT. We've got some extra snow effects on. It's War Factory Day, XP46, HQ18. We're going to try to take this down as easily and quickly as we can. Then we'll move over to a maxed account and do it on there as well. I've got some extra snow, as you can see here. It is crazy here. There's like 1.5 feet of snow or something ridiculous. Schools are all closed. It's a snow apocalypse. So what we're going to do here is do War Factory Unboosted. This is going to be an undertaking. We've had this layout in the last couple weeks. It's gonna be crazy. Doom cannons reaching right here, as you can see. Now, someone made a good point. If you actually smoke Everspark just outside of the range of that Doom cannon, behind that rocket launcher, if you were to hack like these rockets, you can let the critters eat all of these rockets. I'm not going to do that. We're going to go right today, which is going to be a tad on the crazy side because there are a lot of Doom cannons, a lot of lasers, so we're just going to go right and see how it works. If you are curious about how to go left, follow my video from last couple weeks ago. I'll put it in the cards. We're going to go right though, and this is going to be insanity. We're definitely 100% going to use Miss Everspark's Critter Swarm because that will help us a little bit. I'm going to add a couple boats of rifles because that is also going to be required. And then what we're also going to do is we're going to get in here and we're going to get rid of these lasers because these shore lasers right here are going to be very, very problematic otherwise. So we're going to use one attack just to get rid of those lasers. That's going to be our setup. Otherwise, we're just going to go full frontal and go right into this. Hopefully take this whole thing down. It's going to be a lot of troops lost if you're going to go this way because that shield has a ton of health. I should probably check that in the next minute or two. Thankfully, we should have all sorts of GBE, starting to get into the area where you got to decide if you're going to use barrage or artillery. I tend to go, the fact that it was 13 plus 15 meant that I was going to, we're 3 GBE short. So hopefully we can squeeze off one extra cell over in here. Going to click the retreat button. Otherwise they're going to walk into those mines in the next couple seconds. So as soon as that artillery lands, here we go. Boom. Retreat. So we got rid of the one laser. The second one should be easy to get rid of, and then it's just going to be absolute insanity in about a minute or two. I don't see us going terribly far into those Doom cannons and grapplers and things like that, but people are going to say I should have done it, so we're going to try it and see if it's a good idea or not. My assumption is it's not. I think those Doom cannons are just going to absolutely chew us up, but I am definitely up for the challenge. Let's give it a shot, see how it goes, and we're going to drop all of our troops right into there. Hopefully keep all of our little rifle dudes alive. Going to click Critter Swarm as fast as I can. And then it's going to be shock, shock, and shock. Lots and lots of shocks, sadly. Hopefully those critters get out front, so those Doom cannons... Yeah, we already lost Missed Everspark. Of course we did. So now, just keeping things shocked is all we can really do. Just trying to let those rifles die instead of our zookas. Trying to move forward. So many Doom cannons here. If someone wants to count them, be my guest. I'm not going to be that person. I mean, just walking forward with Rifle Zooka, you will be able to take this down, but it's going to take a lot of casualties to do it, especially at an HQ18 level. There are just so many grapplers. Those flamethrowers made things a little bit extra difficult as well. But at least now we've carved out a little pocket so we can get our rifles further ahead of us. Yuck. Not ideal. Definitely can do it this way. I don't recommend doing it this way. We're already pot committed though, so we're going to have to come back in here and just keep shocking things moving forward. This is going to be just so many casualties. If you're familiar with smoke, like I said, follow my video from the other day. It is going to give you a better, more usable strategy, and you're going to lose fewer troops. So now that we've gotten rid of a couple of things, we're going to get our smokes over like so and just bring all of our troops over to the right, and hopefully that's going to let us get into a nice little pocket down in here. We're going to go 2 smokes just to make sure we get all of our ladies and gentlemen alive. should be okay as far as staying in those grapplers' blind spots. This is going to be ugly, and we're going to have to deal with this laser back here at some point as well, so we're going to throw some extra GBE on that as we keep shocking all of the things. Not super sexy, I mean, these kind of attacks will work, and it's just not. This is making me cringe all over, because we're just going to lose so many troops here, and we're not going super far, but you have to get rid of all of these Doom Cannons as they just do splash damage on all of our zookas. Maybe you want to bring some Grenadiers, but Grenadiers are not going to work because they're going to be just missing so much, and my Grenadiers have such low health and such low damage, it's just not going to be super useful. So at least we got rid of some more Doom Cannons. Just grinding. This is just like walking our troops into a meat grinder. So many diamonds spent here. But as you can see, it does work. We're going to be able to get all the way up and into this stuff. I want to get rid of this Doom Cannon next of all because it's off to the side, which means we need to get rid of this laser as well. That first attack using all GBE probably wasn't the best idea, but those lasers were going to cut through our zookas anyways, so I don't know that we had any other option. Let's do one more of these drops and then we'll get over into here. Come on, stay alive, stay alive. Thankfully, Doom Cannons do not have, do not shoot instantly, so you can gap your smokes a little bit there, as you saw. Now, this Doom Cannon, I'm just going to flash kill it, or try to come as close to flash killing it as we possibly can. Critters coming out, all out in front, and now we're going to move slightly. Let's just go. We're going to get all of these Doom Cannons down, and at this point we're pretty much a-okay, because as long as our critters stay out front, our zookas get going, and I'm just going to try and keep as many Doom Cannons shocked as we possibly can, because I mean, it got easy quickly here, but those first couple attacks were just painful to, I was going to say watch, but actually take to do as well. So just burning through all of the Doom Cannons. We're almost out of rifles. We don't have enough GBE for any kind of shocks, so it's going to be a race against the Doom Cannons at this point. So come on, dudes. Come on, ladies. Gonna get some critter swarms out. Hopefully get the critters out front before that Doom Cannon shoots all of our zookas in the face. And now we just burn the core. Probably, I would highly recommend retreating at this point, because you're not going to get it down. You're just going to lose troops. Save yourself some diamonds if you retreat and come back the next attack. I know people are all like, never retreat, but sometimes retreating is the best option. For sure. Never on operations, obviously. Actually, that's not even true. You should retreat on operations sometimes when you're just going to be eating cells and hurting your team. So if you're eating cells that other people can use, retreat. Get the heck out of there. I know that some task forces say never retreat, but you have to retreat sometimes. Always break rules that say never. Don't work in whatever those things are called. Let's go. Come on. All of the zookas, all of the rifles. This has been the most painful of all of the war factories that I can recall in the history of war factories. So hopefully you guys can use this as an example, and either let me know if you actually go ahead and do it this way, or if you use it as a learning mechanism to not do it this way. Both are totally cool with me. I'm happy to let my mistakes guide you as well. Not super ideal, but I think these lasers on the left are going to be safe from our range. And now just burning through that shield. Lots and lots of shield here, so burning it using a max account is going to take a considerable amount of effort. I'm very curious to see if these grapplers reach behind the core. We'll find that out in just a moment. When I use my max account, we'll check the shield health as well. Trying to leave some things for the maxed account. I'm really going to be impressed if someone pulls off any kind of solo on this. I feel like a solo on this one would be fairly tough. There's just so many Doom Cannons, and you can't shock them in any sort of good pattern, and then those lasers are also fairly well placed, which is going to make it tough as well. So burn in the shield. Do not retreat on your 5th attack, or bad things will happen. We should have 0 issues burning the shield, but as you can see here, this is a beefy shield. We have 5 boats of zookas that have, I believe, 3 damage statues that have been grinding and pounding away for quite some time. Shield is still up. I'm going to guess the shield is somewhere in the neighborhood of 3 million health. Maybe 2.5, 3.5, I don't know. I can't remember what the beefiest shield we've ever seen has been, but this has got to be up there. I think we had 4 shield gens. Yes, we did. So lots and lots of health. Let's flare that headquarters just to be super sure. Down goes War Factory in 5 gruesome attacks. Let's switch it over to the main account ASAP. I'll show you the stats on these accounts first so that you can make some educated decisions. Let's have a look in the replay log. Oh my G. So 58% troop damage, 160% GBE. Those GBE numbers obviously are skewed by the tribes, but let's just do a quick scout. By the way, if you load troops and then don't scout, sometimes your troops won't load. Just an FYI. We're going to change accounts. I'll be back in just 1 second. Okay, so snow still falling. We have got zookas loaded. I'm going to load Mr. Bullet because brick would last about 1.5 seconds. Let's check this out, see what we've got for shields and all that jazz. So yeah, we're looking at 3.5 million health or so. Lots and lots of health. Those grapplers do reach behind core, so Bullet is going to be no use. He's just going to get grabbed. That is not going to work. So so many things going on here. I mean, Bullet is going to be helpful for us in this instance because he can just stand out front and get shot in the face. Definitely going to be more useful than Everspark, I think, but he's just going to die incredibly quickly. So many buildings shooting him in the face. So what I'm going to do is try to get rid of all of these rockets in my first attack because why not? And then we're going to try our best to get those shields. I'm not even sure this is going to work, but I can't go through those Doom Cannons again because that was absolute craziness. Now, again, probably should be using Miss Everspark for this because Everspark is awesome and amazing, but we're just going to use zookas because why not? Now we're going to mark these far rockets. You always want to mark the rockets that are furthest away because that way they're not going to shoot you in the face. And by marking the furthest away rockets, your troops are going to remove those next. If you've ever done the cooker ring hit, that is how the cooker ring hit works. You need to mark some rockets so that you know exactly the order where they're going to be taken out. And Bullet just doing amazing things. Should not need to use another taunt. So there is Bullet showing off his awesomeness, getting hit by that Doom Cannon. 0 concerns though. Now our next concerns are going to be those, what are those things called? Those are called laser beams. We're going to get all the way back into here, hopefully without losing any troops. And again, going to use Bullet's taunt. I'm going to mark these. I don't think we're actually going to get those, but we're going to try throwing lots of critters. I don't think those critters were a good idea. Hopefully those lasers don't turn. They did. Lasers, critters, not a great idea when you have many lasers pointed in your general direction. So let's throw some critters over here, maybe just to keep those lasers from shooting us directly in the face. Not bad. I mean, we've managed to get all of the shields down, and now we just need to get the heck out of there so we can retreat without losing all of our troops. Now, I don't have enough GBE to flare back to our stuff, so we're going to have to just hit retreat and hope that some of our zookas manage to make it past those Doom Cannons. I don't think we're going to save many troops, but it's worth a shot for sure. Now, we can just go behind core and have some sort of fun hit. No shields means we can actually do something fun. So, fairly useful hit. Saved a whole bunch of diamonds going up the right side. Now we just got to figure out how we're going to hit this core. Many options, many shocks. I think I'm going to hit it from behind that cannon. I think that's... You know what? Let's just do that. I'm going to bring in Miss Brick. We're going to hit from behind that cannon and just hope for the best. I don't have the time or patience to figure out anything better than that. If you have a better core hit spot, please let those people in the comments know, because that would be super useful. Those mines are going to be... You know what? Let's clear a couple more mines just to be on the safe side. Shock mines are my nemesis, as I'm sure some of you would agree. Getting hit by... Your troops just seem like they reach out and touch shock mines. I don't know if they have a slightly larger trigger radius or what, but I feel like anytime I go near shock mines, that my troops just like reach out and touch them because they're shiny or something like that. Let's get right behind that cannon right there. Gonna get nice wide smokes. Don't actually have any idea where my troops are going to walk, so we're going to get nice and full coverage with the smokes. Just lost all sorts of zookas on that right side. Also lost the delay. Not awesome at all. So we need to go critters, shocks, and just medkit everything. Medkits are completely useless when doom cannons are around, but it seemed to work out. I mean, down in 2, not super awesome. Definitely would suggest on max accounts using your GBE and getting rid of some of these lasers, but much better than that first attack, I gotta say. Using bullet on those left-hand side rockets is great practice. Also, use Everspark on those left-hand side rockets. Also great practice. For those of you who don't look at it this way, my way of looking at War Factory is it's free operation attacks where you can do things you wouldn't do in an operation attack. If you're a tank medic player who always attacks operations with tanks and medics, try using zookas on War Factory. It doesn't matter if you fail. It's no big deal. Anyways, that's it for me. I'm zmoT. This is War Factory for January 16th. As always, thanks for coming in. Peace.